Well, it looks like we are live. Microphone check 1, 2. Hopefully, I'm coming in loud and clear out there. Welcome back to the Sleuth Intuition channel. Figure we'd hang out for a little bit. What's up, Ruckus? How you doing? Silas? Yeah, it's good to have a lazy day from every once in a while, I guess. What's up, Carol? Thank you. So I'll give it a couple minutes and then we'll get started. There was something I wanted to share with you guys yesterday, but I got a little busy. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's an interview between Howard Stern and a so-called serial killer named Clay. I'm sure you guys have seen that, right? GP, D. Ashley, Miss Kitty, Amy Lee, Rescue All the Dogs, She Warrior, Miss K, and my guy, Derek Farmer. What up? Frank Meister. Good to see you guys. We got Patricia. What's going on, Patricia? Oh, Carol says no. No, I haven't. Maybe that should have been the poll. Sharon Parker, what's up? You guys having a good weekend? It was either go hit some golf balls or hang out with you guys, and it's too hot. It's just too hot, guys. What's up, Angela? Ooh, GP says no. Wow. Okay. You guys are you might be a little blown away. I don't know if this is faked. I don't know if it is real. I don't know if there's been any follow up. So if you guys have more information on it, we could take a look at that too. I did see an image or something on Reddit where they were claiming that this was the guy Clay, but nothing real definitive. Maybe we can get into all of that. You haven't seen it either, huh? So we got a couple. Good to see you, Miss Thang. Derek says no, not fake. It doesn't seem fake. Devil's in the details. Miss Kitty says no, full of shit. Yeah, and he's known for receiving these kind of weird calls, and they can kind of figure out that they're faked. But he's also the guy where he can get anybody to call in. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be surprised if it was real or fake. Been some really good hoaxes, and then been some authentic, very interesting callers. This one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Howard had anything to do with it, but it could have been well planned out on the other guy. A little notepad full of notes and shit. But at one point, they even have a doctor call. But I'll let it speak for itself. We'll get going here in about a couple more minutes. What's going on, Sees Through? Boston Christian in the house. Good to see you. Mike, what up? 79. Wow. That's great. That sounds amazing. Jerry, what up? She Warriors never heard it. I don't have video. It's just going to be audio. I was going to show it with my live stream later. Doing a live stream on Rex Heuermann, but I didn't want them to strike it. This one I won't be able to monetize this one. Won't even try. Yeah, there's a doc part right at the end. And he asks him a few questions. He asks him basically the McDonald triad questions, the bedwetting before the age of 12, arson, and then like hurting animals. What's up, Beth? Good to see you. Copper Horse, what up? Oh, let's see. I've heard the call with Howard, an alleged serial killer. I heard law enforcement thinking it could have been Clay. Additionally, Stern was interviewed by law enforcement and has never discussed it in public. Yeah. I mean, if it was a real serial killer, I think that Howard Stern did a great job with the questions. He was asking for descriptions and like narrowing down who he was, like what do you look like? Are you a big guy? Tattoos? Are you a religious freak? Like he basically got this guy to just, describe his entire profile. So it's real interesting. Give it about another 4 minutes and we'll jump right in. Just want to get some people an opportunity to get into the live stream. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, here we go, Robin. We got another one." Never a dull moment with our crazy life. Serial killer on the phone. Like, what the? Frederica, good to see you. Yeah, it's way too hot. Hey, Judy. Good to see you. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a super fan, but I definitely am a fan. I've put in some hours. I like to go back and watch them. Great, yeah, some good stuff. Great interviews. Like the way they just kind of spin out of control. What's up? The mind boggles. Yes, it does. The mind does boggle. Hi, Colette. Good to see you. Little one, what's up? Not discussing it in public makes me think it's real. People with real info usually don't say anything. Usually. Yeah. Unless they think they're being ignored or something. You would think they would at least put forth the effort. And then if nobody was listening, then you go public. But yeah, we'll look into that. If you guys have information on this call, I didn't spend too much time researching any updates on it. I just kind of browsed through Google and looked around a little bit. I really kind of wanted to do it live. So I'm hoping you guys have some information. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. That was pretty. I like that stuff because my garden died. I'm so sad. Oh man, I want to do like the whole trumpet. Yeah, fold the flag. It was so green. All right, that's been about 10 minutes. That's enough for these hobos to find their way to the live stream if they plan to. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
All right, I got a guy on the phone who claims he's been killing prostitutes and he's wondering why he's doing it.
Oh, God.
So maybe he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed? Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Oh.
You haven't killed any prostitutes?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Oh.
Can you guys hear this okay? Here, let's do a little sound check before we get going. Hey, Pam, good to see you. Gotta watch the race. Check back at you. Thanks for stopping by. That was nice of you, dropping a little comment. All right, little one says audio is great. Jerry says great. Patricia says yes. Okay, guys, I think we're good to go here. Hey, Blind Squirrel, good to see you. What are you up to? How's your weekend going?
All right, I got a guy on the phone who claims he's been killing prostitutes and he's wondering why he's doing it.
Oh, God.
So maybe he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed? Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Oh.
You haven't killed any prostitutes?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Welcome
Oh.
in, everybody. Hey, Don.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What name do you use?
You can call me Clay.
Clay?
Clay?
Yes, Clay. Okay, Clay. So what happened? How many prostitutes have you killed?
12.
And you're wondering why
Where?
you do it?
I have a pretty good idea.
Why? Did your mom beat you? Did your mom spank you?
Was your mom a prostitute?
No. Actually, nothing like that.
What is it then?
I think I just do it for the sense of the power.
Right. Do you have sex with them first?
Yes, and
And then what, you strangle them?
once.
How else did you kill them?
Well, a few times, actually, most times with a hammer.
And where do you do this primarily?
I've done it twice in a parking garage, and then the rest of the times on the side of the road.
And you're from the New Orleans area?
Yes.
And how, I mean, what do you beat them to death with a hammer?
Man.
That usually only takes once. And
Okay, for those of you just walking in to the live stream, stumbling in like a bunch of hobos, what this is, apparently a serial killer called in to the Howard Stern show, wanted to be called Clay. You know, of course, that's not his name. And that's basically what we're listening to, is a conversation between Howard Stern and a so-called serial killer.
Dude, you got to have a lot of anger in you.
yes.
Man.
Well, why do you need to feel so powerful?
He's got some issue with women, but like some shrink's got to look into it. It's not even right. I mean, you might as well just kill yourself if you killed 15 people. And that means you're heartless. Did you used to kill small animals?
No, I've killed a rat.
Yeah. See, a lot of guys start out killing kittens for some reason.
Yeah, they kill something before they start with humans.
If my kid like killed a kitten or something cute, I'd probably just, figure, well, this is it. They're going to be serial killers.
Kill them.
Dude, you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're hookers, and so far nobody's...
Howard?
What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I didn't know this was Howard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Howard.
of course.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I thought you were still the screeners." Yeah, this is old. I don't know. This has got to be older than 5 years. I think it's like more like 15 maybe. strolling in late like a bunch of hobos. Yeah, I think it's a little further than that, Miss Kitty. Oh yeah, it's because Howard Stern's out there too. He's wild. He's one of those guys that pushes it to the limit. I'm pretty sure he's had some crazy thoughts of his own. You're a wild man. Good to see you, CJK. Slatherings, what's up?
Yeah. No, I've never killed a kitten.
Really?
Never killed any small animal except a rat?
Yeah, rats okay.
Well,
Rats I don't mind you killing.
Good to
But
see you,
how'd you
Vic.
kill?
the rat.
Yeah.
Stepped on his head, I bet.
We had a big
Hey,
flood
Marbles.
a couple of years ago, and it's not actually a rat; it's called a nutria rat. And I clubbed it to death. It got in the kitchen at my work.
So how old were you when you killed your first woman?
16.
And you must be.
So one thing that kind of stood out to me is he said the first time he killed, he was 16 years old. That's crazy.
A powerful kind of guy, big guy.
I wasn't then.
Right. And when you killed your first one, did you go in there knowing you were going to kill her, or it just sort of happened?
I knew I really had it planned out. You know, I wanted to do the whole sending clues.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Are you
to
in?
baffle people, but it turned out no one noticed for a long time.
Right. Like you killed her on the side of the road?
Her, that was the parking garage.
Okay. And then what'd you do with the body? You dumped that somewhere?
He said he wanted to leave signatures, but nobody was even noticing. Good work out there, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, actually, I think she's probably one of the ones that they found.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. You were sending clues that you were going to do this?
No, I was.
He was going to like
doing that.
He was going to leave like a note for the newspapers, and
But you decided not to.
he didn't want to be famous or draw attention to himself. But my problem is,
No, that's what I wanted to do. But
but you did, but no one noticed the clues.
I never sent the clues. I never left anything. You know, I wanted to have my own little signature.
Right.
I wanted to thumb paint
Oh,
with their thumbs.
Oh, really?
what do you want to do?
Thumb paint with their thumbs.
Thumb paint what though?
I don't know.
Oh, anything. It was in a comic book a couple of years ago. Just seemed like a good idea.
Like you take the girl you killed, you dip her thumbs in paint, and then you do like a thumb painting
Yes.
on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Now, after you kill somebody, do you play with the body?
Actually, the closest I've ever done to that is I always make sure I pay them and I make sure they keep their money
Oh, really?
when they're still alive. But with one of them, I did put the money
Sounds like he's smoking a cigarette.
in a compromising place.
I see.
But that was this one. You know, it had a penis.
Oh, really?
It was a guy.
Yeah, I didn't know at first.
So do you ever get? Do you think the reason you're so angry is because you were abused or something?
No, I wasn't abused, Howard.
Where's your family?
You got a wife?
I mean, you got a mom, a dad, a wife, children. You got any of that?
I've got a couple of kids, but I'm
No wife.
not married to the mother.
You're a white guy?
Yeah, Howard, that's pretty funny because the only suspect they had when they started finding the bodies was a black police officer.
Oh.
Jeez.
Turns out one of them was associated with them.
Oh, really?
Are you on drugs?
I've done acid a few times.
So
But nothing heavy.
So after you killed the first 16-year-old, like you finished.
No, I was 16.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
She was.
All right. So you finished with your sexual gratification, and then you
Not always, no.
not always. You don't even want to get laid sometimes.
No,
You just want to kill.
I'm just bored.
Right.
But does the killing sexually satisfy you in some way?
I can't believe Ed McMahon's not laughing.
I've eaten off thinking about it later.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's about it.
He's pleasured himself thinking about it later.
Oh, he has. Okay. Now, how far apart are these murders? Like, do you murder and then, like, you feel satisfied for a while?
I don't even understand why I do it, Howard. I don't know if I ever get any satisfaction.
But how
the
often?
closest together anywhere was the same night.
Really?
You killed two people in the same night?
Yeah, but I went to Mississippi for the second one.
So there's no pattern to how many weeks or days between murders?
No.
Are these?
If he's telling the truth, this is like a pure psychopath. It's like it's either one or the other. It's either a really good hoax or you're talking to a psychopath completely. or a psychopath who's making it up.
Mostly white chicks or black chicks?
A fair number of them have been black. The transvestite was black.
You think there's some racial motivation here?
No, Howard. They were just, let's just say, a Jimmy Swaggart town.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Swaggart town.
Don't know what that means.
Me neither, but...
That's pretty much the area around here where the prostitutes all hang out.
I see.
And it's just whoever comes up to you. You don't pick a certain type.
I don't even approach them. I wait for them to approach me, Robin.
So
Do you
that's
ever
like them asking for it.
do you ever like look into their eyes and go, gee, these people were just children at one point, and maybe they just had a tough life?
I've let a couple go.
You have. Like what happened? You're in the middle of killing them, and then they what do they say? Why would you let one go and kill the other?
There was this one.
Go ahead.
I think she was probably really new to it.
Yeah.
There was just something about her. Maybe she reminded me of my ex-fiance, but...
Right. You somehow relate...
More of an innocent quality.
You somehow felt bad for her.
Yeah.
And you have a fiance, so you're planning to get married?
No.
He had one.
Oh, you had one.
No. If I wouldn't be a suspect, believe me, she'd...
Well, let me ask you, why'd you did you start to kill her and then, like you said, forget it? Or you just never even...
Not even.
You just had sex. You just had sex with her and then you let her go.
I didn't even have sex with her, Howard.
Well, that's weird. Now that's weird.
I mean, you just really felt sorry for
I
them.
don't know what she was doing what she was doing, but...
Are you a big fat mess?
But she got off lucky.
Are you a big fat mess, or are you like a fairly good-looking guy?
I'm not a big fat mess. I wouldn't call myself good looking. I don't know what I'd call myself, Howard.
Right.
Do you have a decent job and all that stuff?
Sounds like a bright guy.
Not decent like you have.
Yeah, well, we got ridiculous jobs.
You can't get these.
I don't even know that I'd call this a job. You know what I mean? This is not a normal
It's a
job.
made-up job.
Yeah, this is a job that's totally useless. You know what I mean? Like nobody really needs it.
It's a scam.
To me, a job is like something like a UPS driver is a
Yeah,
job.
it's a job.
All right.
Not now.
Thank you, Ed.
Maybe this is a UPS driver.
Ed laughs, but he has no job either. All right, so, this is always
But you
weird.
do work every day and stuff like that.
This is always weird, but I'm bringing, at least we can sort of get into the mind of a guy who serial kills. I think he's 100% on the level.
Well, see, Howard Stern's seems to believe him here.
Okay, so you killed your first woman.
When was the last time you killed?
It's been a few months.
Right.
Actually, it's been going on a year.
You're like the Boston Strangler, man. Maybe I should option your story. So, what do you think you're going to do? Do you think you're going to kill yourself? Do you think that
Are you going to kill again?
Can you stop this?
If I killed myself, I'd miss the next Batman movie.
Right. You don't want to do that.
No.
There's a fan.
Actually, I'd actually kill myself
Yeah,
to miss
why
that.
would you want to stay for that?
No, but in all seriousness, I mean, do you think that you could control this? Do you think you could stop?
I think I have been.
Oh, you have been for the last
he's
couple of
been-
months.
A year he hasn't killed.
Oh, a year.
Yeah.
Almost.
So why do you think you stopped killing all of a sudden?
I really don't know, Howard. Part of it had to do with my car broke down.
Oh, no transportation.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously? That's the reason?
Well, that was the reason for a month, but after that, I guess it was all self-control.
Wow. But
So you don't want to do this anymore?
No, he wants to do it, but he's controlling himself. Like you want to kill women, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And what do you like? Do you enjoy seeing them struggle as you kill them?
Actually, none of them really struggle.
Do you hit them from
Yeah,
behind, or
for
do
sure,
they see
Vic.
it coming?
I can't get inside their minds, but let's just say I hit them.
But, I mean, are you facing them?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can see their face and everything when you do it.
Yeah. The worst I've ever gotten was one tried to grab my neck. I've never gotten any of the claw marks or anything that are dead giveaways.
Right. You must be very powerful.
I wouldn't call myself powerful. Maybe intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose this method?
I didn't, Robin. Like I told you, I really wanted to cut things up, mail things, send clues.
No, she means why did you use a hammer? You think you...
Because it was in a book I read.
Oh,
Well, everything's come from
cartoons
somebody
and...
else.
Yeah. When's the last time you got laid?
Last week, Howard.
Oh, yeah, so you didn't kill that girl.
No.
So if this is legit, this guy's basically saying like all of the signatures and all the weird stuff that I wanted to incorporate within the murders he was getting from like fan fiction and pop culture. So I mean, this seems like an interesting guy to for the FBI to kind of track down, try to get an idea of who this person is just by those little clues. If it's real, that I don't know.
Isn't a hooker.
No.
Right.
It's only hookers, though.
A lot of serial killers are only into hookers because they know, A,
Easy.
probably won't get caught, and B, they have some kind of anger toward hookers. Like, did you think your mom was a hooker or something?
No, Howard.
Your parents married and stay together and the whole thing?
Yeah.
Church-going people?
That'll do it.
Well, one of them, but...
Yeah. Religious fanatics give birth to the most serial killers because they're so repressed.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm going to...
And he seems to agree with all the religious stuff. And that's kind of the profile that I had for the bridge guy early on was, some type of religious fanatic, or overly religious mother, something along those lines.
to talk into giving yourself up or anything, right?
No.
I shouldn't even waste my time. I know I'm going to get calls after this and people are going to go, Howard, how come you didn't catch him?
Has anybody ever been close to catching you?
No. No. Actually, someone... Once, when it was in the newspaper, someone joked to me, I know it was you, but, well, they were joking.
Right.
Yeah.
You think you might be gay?
I hope not.
Right, maybe you're a repressed homosexual? Were you ever molested?
No.
Do you have a lot of tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. I wouldn't do that to myself.
What do you look like?
And do you get high before you do this?
I've gotten pretty drunk before.
Yeah.
Little anal.
Lame.
Relax that sphincter. Well, I got to say, I wish you would die, but, what can I tell you? I maybe this is sort of good that you're talking about it with me, and maybe it'll keep you under, like maybe I can't get you to turn yourself in.
Like a valve, and he'll be able to go another year or something.
Yeah, but maybe somehow, you won't do it anymore.
What about your kids? You want them living in a world with people like you?
Hasn't really analyzed it, though.
Anyway, I mean...
Yeah.
Kind of lonely, though. You can't tell anybody about this.
I mean,
It's just funny. If this guy's a real psychopath, it's funny to hear Robin, like the voice of reason. She's basically your normal person, right? There to keep Howard in check, when he goes off the rails. It's funny to hear her try to reason with this guy, like any of that matters. She's like, well, what about your wife and kids? Like he gives a shit about anything. You know what I mean? If this is legit, he cares about nothing other than himself.
only guy you could, am I the only guy you ever told about this?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that's sort of an honor.
I've told a couple of women, Howard, but,
They're dead.
Yeah. Do you tell him first and then you kill him?
yeah.
What do you say to him? Let me hit.
Fun.
All right, let's
Every
see.
now and then you can play the running game if you're out in the middle of nowhere, and we got a lot in the middle of nowhere down.
All right. Did you hear what he said? He says we can play a little bit of the running game. Now, I keep getting these kind of vibes from the Rex Heuermann case. Here, I'm going to bring that part back just a little bit.
But,
They're dead.
Yeah. Do you tell him first and then you kill him?
yeah.
What do you say to him? Let me hit.
Fun.
All right, let's
Every
see.
now and then you can play the running game if you're out in the middle of nowhere, and we got a lot in the middle of nowhere down here.
Right. So.
You guys heard that, right? That's pretty scary.
In other words, let's say you're with a woman, right? A hooker.
Yeah, Howard.
And you say to her, okay, honey, you just had sex and everything. What do you say to her to torment her? How do you break the news to her that she's going to die?
It really depends on my mood.
Just give us an example.
Well, if I wanted to, I could just say Baba Booey, but that would be pretty,
No, come on, be serious. What do you say to him?
I can say you're going to die.
And then what do they do?
I like to articulate a little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I ask them if they think it's dangerous doing what they're doing, if they're worried about things, and they'll laugh it off.
Oh yeah, Cindy, good to see you. That's a good way to put it. Good cop, bad cop. Well, to me, she's Howard's filter. He says something that's completely like ridiculous and raunchy and just completely politically incorrect. and then she translates it for everybody who is normal, and it kind of makes it more politically correct.
And that just pisses me off.
Right. And then you go ahead and you kill him.
Yeah.
So this creep basically is saying, "Oh, the reason I'm killing these women is because the job they have is dangerous. They should know better." So not only is he the danger that they're, it's like something. It's the most twisted thing. I don't know what you call that, avant-garde, or I don't know what the hell the word is, but he's the threat, and he's upset with them for doing what they're doing because of the threat. Yet he is the threat. It's really like I can't wrap my head around it.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, now we've shed no light on this. We don't know how a serial killer is made, and we don't know how to catch him.
Yeah, well, you know what? All the experts don't know either, so. Well, here's a guy, just another story. He's out there.
It's just, it substantiates my theory. Did you get jealous of Cunanan? Is that why you're talking to us now?
No, actually, I was thinking about writing a musical about Andrew Cunanan, but...
Guy's a comedian, too.
Huh?
Guy's a... Hey, some psychologist on the line. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
I mean, since you're looking for...
And this guy's claiming to be a psychologist, calling in, and they're going to have an interaction.
Answers.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Robert?
How you doing, Howard?
Hey, man. Go ahead.
Just wondering, how long did this guy wet his bed when he was a young boy?
Are you serious, or are you just trying to make a joke?
No, I'm totally serious.
Did you wet your bed when you were a young boy?
That is an excellent question. So he's basically, and I think that the serial killer guy, if he's real, I think he could be lying right here. Because that'd be something that's a little bit embarrassing for him. But I think if this is a legit doctor, regardless, that's still a great question, because we've heard a million times from doctors that are verified and professionals, that we read about constantly in true crime. They state that wetting beds, up until and maybe even sometimes after the age 12, arson, and hurting small animals. I think it's the McDonald triad. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
No.
Didn't do that at all.
No.
How about starting fires?
Huh?
How about starting fires?
Sure.
He said, huh?
You did start fires?
He said, huh? See, that's what makes me think that the wetting his bed thing was right, too. He's like, damn, this guy does know me.
Yeah.
How old were you? How old were you when you...
for people that get into serial killing to start fires, wet the bed when they're young. Along with the mutilation of little animals, but he said he didn't do that, so...
Right.
That's kind of something that was missing.
But fires was in your history, right?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of, it starts off as external ways of showing off their anger, and then they move on and go on to bigger and better things, I guess.
Wonder why this guy kills. Did you have any guess?
I don't know. I think you're right on with something with his family, his
Yeah,
childhood.
what's he so angry about?
Right.
Unfortunately, he's real angry, and he's out there hurting a lot of innocent women.
Yeah, what do I do with a guy like this? Just hang up and forget about it, or is there anything I can...
Depends on, Howard, what are you going to do? Of course, you're not going to, turn him in, but...
Well, I mean, I would, but I can't.
A lot of people would want to turn him in, but what can you do? You talk to him, try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. All right. That's right. Then I'll probably just hang up. Okay.
Thanks a lot,
All right,
Howard.
thanks, man. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mr. Serial Killer.
You know, I mean...
Want to give us your name?
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to get him to turn himself in. I've had calls from people who go, well, why didn't you do something? I go, well, what am I supposed to do? The guy's on the phone.
Crawl through the phone and get him?
Yeah. We were like, well, why don't you trace these calls? And I'm like, well, I don't have that equipment.
Yeah, what are we, the police?
I can't even get a phone system that works for air.
Robin, what are we, the police?
What are we, the police?
I can't even get a phone system that works for air. Let alone a tracing thing. Oh, Jackie's back there bumming out. Oh.
First, I wasn't buying it, but now I think I'd buy it.
Nah, I buy it.
You
I
got
bought that
sort
guy.
of offhand attitude that you have to be a serial killer.
Nah, I buy it.
When he said Baba Booey, I was hoping he was going to break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you horse-tooth jackass.
Right.
He
At
snapped
that
right
point.
back,
Yeah. No,
Yep, that's pretty much it, guys. What do you think about that? So I don't know. If you guys have any follow-up information or updated information, I couldn't find much on it. Timmy, what's up? Hey, Sleuth. I grew up in New Orleans, and that guy hasn't spent any time there or South Louisiana for that matter. The accent is completely wrong. Yeah, to me, it sounded a little bit more, maybe closer to New York, maybe not New York exactly. Yeah, he's blaming the girls. That's exactly what he was doing. He's blaming them for not fearing him when all he has to do is not kill them. It's really weird. It's almost like some multiple personality stuff. It's real, yeah. I don't know. I'm having trouble understanding. Yeah, it's like something you just can't understand. Like Robin trying to reason with him. It's like the Terminator. You can't reason with it. Yeah, I think it has to do with over a certain age. And something to do with childhood trauma sometimes. And he kind of admitted to that. But honestly, I don't know if it's real or not. Yeah, it doesn't mean if you wet your bed. It's just something that's like the common denominator. The data that they've, collected after speaking with verified serial killers, usually it comes with those three things. Yep. Video killed the radio. Video killed the radio star. Anna says, according to Dr. Catherine Ramslin, McDonald triad was created without much research and is largely disregarded at this time. Bedwetting and fire starting aren't that uncommon, not predictive of crime. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, yeah. So now if I disagree with your comment, this is what I'm going to play for you guys.
Yeah, well, that's just like, your opinion, man. Your opinion, man.
So I'm going to play that anytime I disagree with anybody in the chat. Yeah, Amy, very crazy. What do you think? Real, fake? Deleting what comment? Miss Kitty, I was thinking New York, but not quite. Yeah, it's somewhere maybe nearby. The vicinity, maybe? Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Miss Kitty. Yeah, he said if it's real, he said he was looking for attention. Like he was hoping to put out signatures and try to gain a bunch of attention, but it wasn't working. What's up, Amy? Amy says he is taunting like the times he called family members. Yeah, it could be, huh? That very taunting. He did have that like cocky attitude. Attitude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. May feel like he wasn't getting the attention that he deserved. He's like, man, I killed all these women and nobody's even talking about me. It's okay, Julia. We all know what the deal is, what the dealio is. What? All right. Looks like we got somebody disagreeing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's just like your opinion, man. Your opinion, man.
How dare you disagree with me, Silas? You'll get the dude. Yeah, little one, it sounded real. He's like, you, Howard goes, you want to kill, don't you? He's all, yeah, sure. Like, he really didn't care either way. Yeah, he was quick to answer. He had a lot of detailed information. Rhode Island? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. But at the same time, that very thing, that ego that makes them think they can get away with murder might make them think they can get away with calling into Howard Stern. They got the burner phones. They got it all figured out. Good to see you, Deb. What is going on? Yeah, it does look like that's Brian Koberger after his first 30 years. Boston says he didn't hesitate at all on answering their questions, and he's so matter of fact. So I'm afraid he might be a real monster. Yeah, or even the fact like he made it up. It's like, wow, you're fantasizing about that. Are these your goals? Whether he's telling the truth or not, it's disturbing. We will be going live on this unfolding case on Rex Heuermann. Now, we know this guy's legitimate. That guy was basically telling his story to Howard Stern. He even mentioned a man. It's like one of them was a male. I was like, whoa. But in his story, it was an African American male. This one is an Asian American or an Asian male. So maybe he's leaving out, parts of the story, like you guys said, half truths. Yeah, 100%. Vincina says, I heard the FBI requested Stern's tape. He never called back again, according to Stern. Yeah, I kind of like how Howard Stern was just treating him like a monster. He was kind of ignoring him, like talking about him like he was just a thing, like what do we do with this thing? Kind of like how he was probably treating the women. That's how they were treating him. I thought that was interesting. What's up, Tech Death? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jari. Yeah, we'll probably hang out another 5 minutes. I think we're going to open the phone lines up for the live stream later. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. We're going to go over this Rex Heuermann, the Long Island serial killer. Apparently, his wife and his kids, they've all come out on record and they're starting to talk with news media. Apparently, his wife's seen some pretty messed up things here recently that haven't been shared with the public, apparently. So I don't know when we're going to hear about those details. And also, do you guys believe he's going to confess? Thank you, Cindy. Dang, I work later. Replay crew. I enjoy the call and shows. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at the poll here. So, how was your weekend? 40% said good, 33% said okay, 20% said amazing, 5% said worst day ever. Damn. What happened? Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream, Cindy. Sorry to hear that, Derek. I hope things pick up for you. I'm sure they will. There you go. It's all a state of mind, for sure. You get what you put out. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody hanging out, checking in. All of you who support my channel, hopefully I'll see you a little bit later. Hit the like button on the way out if you can. It always helps. Replay crew, drop a comment, and consider becoming a member, guys. We try to go live every Wednesday if we can. And if we can, also, we'll do something cool at the end of the month if possible. So, on that note, everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you a little bit later. Take care.